Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to continue with this same topic about biographies and the mini project that you have to present for next week. I'm going to give you the dates on Classroom, so you are going to continue working on this project. Last activity was this graphic organizer, right? Some of you had already sent it, some of you don't. So please do it as much as you can and try to complete the task, because this is going to help you for the next activity. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of this mind map. It says sample web, but this is more like a mind map. And what is a mind map? This is a graphic organizer as well, because you had lots of information right now you found in different sources. So we need to organize, of course, and simplify the information. Okay, this is my example. This is from the International Reading Association, Read, Write and Think. Okay, and in order to present the information, you are going to do a similar mind map. So we are going to check one by one, and then I'm going to explain in Spanish because some of you had some problems understanding everything. So we are going to do it together, okay? So in the first part, in this circle, you are going to write the complete name of your character. Depending on the person that you chose, write the name. In this case, we have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He's a minister and civil rights leader. Okay, very famous. This is our first character. And we are going to divide the information as here is presented. You have, for example, childhood and young adulthood. Sorry. In this case, you had to already had the information on the previous graphic organizer. Okay, you have here previous information in the part of background information and personal details. You already had this. Okay, so that's the information for childhood and young adulthood. For example, one important thing about his childhood, he was son of a pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church. That's one. And the place of origin. So he was born in 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He's American. He was American from Atlanta, Georgia. Now, about his family, you also have this part in the last task. Okay, so you need just to add information. he married Coretta Scott and have 4 children. This is about his family, okay? Then about the school, you also had a part about the school. He graduated from Morehouse College in 1948. That's the first part. As you can see, this is just sentences. I don't want you to write whole text because the information has to be simplified and to be accessible for everyone who is going to see it. In this case, I'm going to evaluate the way you simplify the information. Now, you have beginning of his career. Like this part, it can be found again in the background you have the experiences. So if she or he is a singer, maybe he started playing in a small club, or he was child who wanted to become famous. Okay, so just writing the precise information. Okay, found on your text and write it here. For example, he was arrested in several times in the 1950s and 60s. That's one beginning of his career. He organized civil rights activities first in the South and then nationwide. Okay, another beginning of his career. He believed in nonviolent resistance. Right, you have 3 here. I think you can write at least 3 or 4, but that's it. Not so much information, okay? Because you need to present in 5 minutes, okay? We cannot put lots of information here. Now, here in this chart, graphic organizer, they also add this turning point. Okay, turning point means also like awards or achievements in a specific time of his life or her life. Okay, so you have he was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, or a protest he led in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963. Okay, brought him worldwide attention. Another important fact about his achievements, besides advocating civil rights, he also began to speak out against the Vietnam War and poverty. Just 3 achievements here, not so many of them. We continue now with assassination. Okay, so you have here on April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King was shot and killed while standing on the balcony of the motel. Right, you can also add this in the case that your character is still alive. Okay, you can just skip that part. You don't mention that. You can add another information here. I have an example that I'm going to show you on how to manage that part. Okay. Well, more about this, how it happened. He went to Memphis, Tennessee to support stricken sanitation workers where he stayed in a motel. Again, this is just the facts, those facts about how he was murdered. This motel is now a civil rights museum. Okay, an important fact to add, and that's it to talk about this topic. Okay, here about Martin Luther King, we have some legacy on writing. Okay, what he wrote, in the case of singers, in person that has other legacy, other type of manifesting his work, you have to add something else. In this case, he has some writings such as Stride Toward Freedom, that was written in 1958. It was written, sorry. Also, Why He Can't Wait in 1964 as well. Where Do We Go From Here? Cancer Communities, another important of his writing. And Martin Luther King was one of the organizers of the march, and this is where he gave his famous I Had a Dream speech. I Have a Dream speech. This is one of the most important parts. Sorry, here is divided also in this special point of his life. So the march on Washington was something big in his life. That's why they are putting this apart. Okay. So you have again three of the facts, like the I Have a Dream speech. This is important to mention. Okay, now 200,000 people attended, so it was a big march. I think it was not common to see this in that time. Now, the march was held in August 1963, the day of this march. It's important to mention, so you just wrote it. As you can see, this is an example. It doesn't mean you have to do it like this. Okay, you don't have to do it like exactly like the example. But what I need you to do is the following. Okay, you are going to use a previous organizer and simplify the information like this. Okay, you are going to use this format, like name of the character, person. So you just write like the example I gave you. All the points that are here, you can add more if you want. Entonces, de lo que se trata es simplificar la información que ya tienen, pero en este organizador gráfico. De esta manera inician su presentación. Y es importante mencionar que no tienen que seguir exactamente los elementos que están en este mapa, pues son ejemplos de cómo lo pueden ir haciendo dependiendo de su personaje. Por ejemplo, en el ejemplo de Martin Luther King tenía la parte de cómo murió. Entonces, si su personaje está vivo, lo vamos a cambiar a este rubro. Hoy en día, nowadays. O sea, hoy en día, qué cosas sigue haciendo, qué legado ha tenido, si gracias a él se pudieron, no sé, crear nuevas leyes, si hay algo que ha impactado después de su muerte, pues lo van a poner aquí. Les anoté también una parte más. Esta sí me interesa que la utilicen en su mapa. La opinión, que también venía en la actividad que les dejé antes de esta, de por qué eligieron a este personaje y qué es lo que les ha sorprendido, se les hace más relevante de esta persona. Aquí, de igual manera, una oración, 2 oraciones y listo. No quiero ver sus mapas llenos de texto. La intención de esta actividad es precisamente simplificar información y posteriormente pasar a plasmarla dentro de una presentación, que es lo que van a estar haciendo en las próximas clases. Les voy a pedir que graben, pueden grabar un video simple en algún programa. Si necesitan ayuda también para hacerlo, con mucho gusto les puedo recomendar algunas aplicaciones y decirles en dónde lo pueden hacer. Bueno, pues esta sería la actividad para el día lunes. La entrega oficial es el día lunes antes del mediodía, para que puedan preparar la exposición y sigamos ayudando en los errores que más tengan, ir puliendo lo más que se pueda esta parte. Okay, see you later. Thank you so much. If you had some questions, please let me know.